Hello everyone, I am getting sober again, and today we're going to be talking about supplements. What supplements do I take and why I take them and why they're important for you. Here we go. So first and foremost, I've always taken vitamins, I've always taken minerals and different nutrients in the form of capsule, liquid form, so on and so forth. Even when I started drinking, I always knew that I'm gonna need to undo the damage that I did while I was drinking. So drinking is one extreme, and we got to keep that balance to keep ourselves centered. So we keep those vitamins in our body, and if we're going to do anything, we're just going to keep even while we're doing all this damage, right? So hopefully you're done with the damage now, just like I am, and now we're not just keeping even, but we're starting to reap some of those benefits of some of those better decisions that we're making with the vitamins, minerals, and the nutrients. So I always take liquid multivitamins. Why liquid? Well, it just kind of eliminates one more thing for my body to have to do, which is process like little gelatin capsules or whatever fillers or additives that are put into gel caps, soft gels, whatever binders that they put into the hard pressed pills. I want to eliminate that. So liquid form also too, it's just more readily available for your body to consume and to use. And then also too, the vitamins that I take, the liquid vitamins I take, also have minerals added to it as well. I think the one that I take has about, I think 52 added minerals. Things like copper, zinc, magnesium, iron, you name it, there are a bunch in there. The one that I use, no affiliation, Your Honor, is the Tropical Oasis. It's like an orange mango flavor, so it actually tastes really good. A lot of the liquid multivitamins I've taken over the years kind of taste bad. I would kind of just plug my nose and swallow them or put them into a smoothie, but it was always kind of like, when I put them in a smoothie, it was always like, oh yeah, there it is, I can taste it. So over the years I've kind of whittled it down to things that I like the taste of, in addition to them tasting good and being good for me. So Tropical Oasis liquid multivitamin that has minerals added to it. That's just going to be good for just overall health and wellness, for your basic bodily functions. Every vitamin has a different designated purpose, and it helps a different part of the body or multiple parts of the body. We can go into that later. But also too, in addition to the multivitamin, I always take fish oil. So fish oil is something that's really important to have for good cognitive function, brain health, and heart health. And those are two things that always are affected primarily by drinking and smoking. So the fish oil, the multivitamin we already talked about. Vitamin D, very important. I always take going back to the fish oil, I always get a lemon flavor fish oil. The one that I get is made by Carlsens. That is all of their business is, that they just do fish oil. They're not some umbrella parent company that does a bunch of other stuff. They just do fish oil. So the one that I take, it's 1,500 milligrams. It comes in a big bottle. It's depending on what store. Last time I went to Whole Foods, it was $55. I went to Fresh Thyme Market, which thyme like the seasoning, THYME. I got a bottle there for $30 with a coupon, and it was on sale, so saved a bunch of money. You might be able to get it on Amazon, I think, for $33. So make sure you're shopping around too, and also when you're buying supplements, feel free to use Amazon as a resource when you're shopping to see, can I get it cheaper here, or can I get it cheaper in the store? But I will put out a disclaimer. It's always important to shop local. Why? Because that's somebody's business, that's somebody's baby, that's somebody's primary source of income. They're taking that seriously. They don't get the big corporate discounts. They are not the big conglomerate. They are the little guy. And when you spend money in your community at a local retailer, guess where those tax dollars go? Into the community. If you're sending money out to Amazon, that money probably isn't coming back. If you're sending money out to buyers out on eBay that are outside of the country, the money doesn't even stay in the country. So please keep that in mind too when we're making better decisions versus worse decisions. But going back to the supplements, we talked about the liquid multivitamin. I always take the liquid form of the fish oil, again, no gel caps. It's lemon flavored too, so it actually tastes just like lemon oil, which is really nice. Sometimes I'll just do a shot of that. I just pour it into my mouth. A tablespoon, depends on you. I think the serving size is 2 of the smaller teaspoons, not a tablespoon, but I take the tablespoon anyway. And then vitamin D, I also take that in a dropper form, liquid dropper of vitamin D, because you get way more when you get it in a dropper. In a little dropper, a little vial, a little tincture, I get 900 servings in a bottle, a little bottle. 1 drop is 1 serving. There are 900 servings in 1 bottle. If you buy a bottle of gel caps or soft gels of vitamin D, you're looking to get like maybe at most like 120 for the same price, 120 servings, plus you have to consume all that gelatin coating stuff. So what would you rather have, 120 servings or 900 servings for the same price? Makes sense, right? Vitamin D is gonna help improve your mood. And that's really what we're going to try to do. Alcohol is a depressant, and it massively, easily, and quickly causes depression. You wake up the next day not feeling so hot. Wake up the next day feeling a little glum, a little gloomy, and you need a little pick you up, and then you're just kind of just waiting to get through your shitty work day so you can get back to happy hour, so you can start that whole process back over again and start riding that pony back into a land of depression and regret and wasting money and doing things like spending extra money to sober yourself up, or doing something worse. A lot of people I know that drink a lot also then drink themselves into a place where they now need something to pick themselves up, whether it be cocaine or something simple like coffee. Didn't mean to go straight into cocaine territory, but something simple like coffee to sober themselves up. But sometimes that doesn't do, and then they do something like cocaine or something like Adderall or some other upper. But with that being said, we talked about the multivitamin. And you might say, like, well, doesn't the multivitamin have vitamin D in it? Yeah, it does, but nothing's gonna beat just having just the one supplement by itself. So the multivitamin, the fish oil, getting your omega-3 fatty acids, right? You can also get some awesome omega-3 fatty acids from chia seeds and flax seeds. If you're getting those 2 things, make sure that they are organic. And then also with the flax seeds, they tend to, and they can go rancid quicker if you get them already pre-ground up. So make sure that you get them in their whole form, the flax seeds, and then get yourself like a little food processor or a coffee grinder, and then grind them up yourself. And you might say, like, that sounds like a lot of work. You gotta replace some of these bad habits. Start getting the good habits in there. You're gonna replace the bad habits with the good habits. So start creating new rituals. Maybe your ritual is like, I like to roll my tobacco and roll my own cigarettes. Or maybe I like to pack my own pipe when I smoke tobacco or weed. Maybe I like to mix my drinks and go through the process of stirring and shaking and all that stuff. Those are rituals. Create new rituals, and maybe that's one of them, is you grind your own flax seeds, because you know that when you do these things, this is a healthy ritual. Replace the bad rituals with good rituals and make the association in your brain start to rewire those neurons so that you have yourself momentum going forward, and you know that every one of these actions are going to equal an investment into your future, an investment into your body, and better building blocks and better foundation into this. This is the only vehicle that we have in this lifetime, as far as we know. So moving on, multivitamins with minerals, liquid form, fish oils, and then a dropper of the vitamin D. I also take a couple other supplements. I take a powder form of zinc. It's zinc, iron, and magnesium. It's a powder form. It tastes kind of, it's like a carbonated white powder that goes into a liquid, just like water. Also too, I take, let's see, I make a fresh turmeric ginger tea with cinnamon, cayenne, a little bit of thyme, fresh thyme, not to be confused with the market we just talked about, but actual thyme. The seasoning, the herb I should say, and a little bit of lemon, and then also a little bit of local honey. It's important to have local honey because those bees are collecting from the flowers in your area, and that's going to help you with your allergies also. So I started off with a filtered water, Filtered water, how do I filter my water? I actually have a big Royal Berkey filter. Berkey, not Berkeley, Berkey. Royal Berkey. It's metal, stainless steel cylindrical tower that has two massive, they're about this size, massive carbon filters inside. You can have up to 4. It comes with 2. And this filter, you could literally go down to the lake or to your river, and assuming it's fresh water, grab yourself a big bucket of water and pour it into this filter, and it will filter out that water and clean it out of 99.9% of pathogens, metals, toxins, etc. It is amazing. And I also got the additional arsenic and fluoride filters that screw into the bottom of the carbon filter. So it screws into the bottom of the carbon filter, the water goes into the carbon filter, and then down out of the carbon filter into the arsenic fluoride filter, and then out of the fluoride arsenic filter. And then now I have clean drinking water, and I use that water for even soups. Every day I pour water into that thing. Every single day I fill that thing up, and I make big jugs of water that I have on the side in case I'm feeling lazy, because we all know we can feel lazy, but also too, that's part of one of my good rituals. I replace my bad rituals with good rituals, and that's one of them, is making fresh water for myself every day for drinking purposes, for making tea, for making coffee, for making soups, for putting my slices of celery and carrot. I have a little tub, what do you call it? It's a Tupperware tub that I fill with my sliced up carrots and my sliced up celery. I put that in the container and I fill it up with that filtered water. So that water gets absorbed into the carrot, into the celery, and the celery and the carrot is nice. They're nice and crisp, nice and crunchy, nice and moist. And that's about it for everything that I take. If I think of any more, I'll make another video, or we can comment below. Make sure that you are commenting below so that we can build a dialogue and I can help you along your journey. And or you could just be a total jerk and say some really mean things, and I'll just not respond to them, depending on my mood. Also, make sure, please, that you subscribe and then hit the alert button so that you are getting alerts when I put out new videos, which is sometimes as many as 4 or 5 a day. But it's all supposed to be helpful tips and tricks to help you getting sober and staying sober, or at least to, if you can't get sober, to help you stay even instead of constantly doing detrimental damage to your body with your drinking, maybe smoking, maybe other drug usage. Because if we stop beating around the bush for a second, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, FDA, drugs, alcohol is a drug. Tobacco, nicotine is a drug. It doesn't have to be cocaine or marijuana or methamphetamines to be a drug. Some of these things we can buy easily in our local convenience or grocery store, very innocently too. So that's all for today. Hope you learned a little bit about supplements, and good luck. If you need any tips or suggestions, again, comment below and I'll help you, maybe provide some links for you, and you can get started on your journey. Good luck. Talk to you soon.